25.3 is here, and what a workout to finish the Open this year. This is our lovely workout we'll all be taking on this weekend. Starting with 5 wall walks, you will be moving on to 50 cows on the rower, then back to our 5 wall walks, and then we've got some barbell work to do. So starting with 25 deadlifts, after that you'll finish 5 wall walks, 25 cleans, then back to 5 wall walks, 25 snatches, 5 wall walks, and to finish off a sprint on the rower with 50 cows to finish. Barbell weights are 102 for the guys, 70 for the girls on the deadlifts, 61 for the guys, 38 for the girls on the cleans, and 43 kilograms on the snatch for the guys and 29 for the girls. This workout is for time, and we have 20 minutes to get either as much done as we can in that time cap or complete it if possible. This workout is an absolute beaut and can't wait to take it on this weekend. This has got a lot of work to get done in that 20-minute cap. Okay, so talking firstly about our standards. Wall walks, we've all done them in class. Couple of points of performance to think about. First of all, your fingers must be on the line furthest away from the wall and both feet on the wall before your body starts moving or you take your hand off the tape. Walk your hands all the way back in. Both hands must touch the tape closest to the wall before you start your descent back down. And again, both hands must touch the tape before your feet are off the wall. That is kind of the main standards on the wall walks. Deadlifts and all the barbell movements. So first of all, with the deadlifts, make sure your shoulders are behind the bar and not over them, and that you're fully locked out. On all the barbell movements, you're not allowed to bounce the bar, so essentially slam the bar into the ground in hope to get a little bit of that bounce to make the word rep easier. That is a no rep. Coming on to the cleans, make sure you fully stand up with that bar, elbows coming in front of the bar, otherwise that'll be a no rep. And snatches, just make sure you're fully locked out over your head and your knees are fully locked out, hips are locked out too, and you fully stand up after each rep. That's kind of the main things to think about when looking at standards for this workout and where you might get a no rep. Thinking about strategy. First of all, we have 25 wall walks, so pace them accordingly. You're not going to win the race by going really fast on the wall walks, but you're certainly going to lose a lot of time if you have to stop at the bottom of the rep and you're laying there for 5-10 seconds at a time. You want to try to keep moving consistently. Make sure your arms are fully locked out when you are doing your wall walk and not trying to walk up with bent arms. That puts added pressure on your shoulders and triceps where you will need them later on in the workout. The cows, row at the first and at the end. This is a steady-ish pace, okay? You've got a lot of work ahead of you. You will get the wall walks done very quickly and you'll be excited to get on and off that rower. Don't do it. Make sure you go at a more conservative pace. It is better to maybe go 5 seconds slower on the row splits, save some time on that, as opposed to losing time on the wall walks or on the deadlifts if you're too tired after the row to just get on with the work. So this could be a trap if you fall into it. Just make sure you go a little slower than you would normally expect. Just because you're feeling fresh, there's a lot of work to get done yet. Coming on to the deadlifts. It's easy to grip and rip. Again, you're fairly early in the workout and you should be feeling fresh. I think these two are definitely traps. The deadlifts, if you're feeling fresh, there's a tendency to grip and rip and get excited. You are going to blow your lower back out and you're going to light up your hamstrings. There is a lot of movements where you're lifting from the floor or hinging in that row. You're going to need your hamstrings, you're going to need your lower back. It is far better to go a little slower on the deadlifts at the beginning, ensuring you can move consistently on the cleans and the snatches later on in the workout. So again, just like the row, go a little slower than you want. Maybe split that up. I would recommend at least into maybe 3, maybe 4 sets, depending on how you get on. Sets of 5s would be pretty good. The most challenging rep in the deadlifts is obviously the first one from a dead stop, because you do get a little bit of reflex in that bar even if you're not bouncing it off the floor, there's going to be a little bounce off the floor anyway. So you're going to have a little bit of an easy time on the, second, third, fourth, whatever many reps afterwards. So the more you break, the harder the potential deadlift's going to become. That said, I would definitely break it up. I'm thinking of maybe 3 times, maybe 10, 8 and 7, a descending rep range. Or if you want to, maybe just sets of 5. Quick shake off, get back to the deadlifts, 5, shake it off. Just keep moving, but don't try and grip and rip. This is a dangerous strategy. Some will, some can. It's not one for me. Coming on to the cleans. This could be where things start to get tough. Now, my suggestion would be singles. If you can go touch and go, that's fine, but if it's going to mean that you're going to rest at any point of that movement, there is no point in going touch and go. The part you will gain going touch and go for 3 to 5 reps will be soon lost if you're hunched over, hands on your knees, taking a breath. I'd much prefer we try and go singles, just get your hands back on the bar, and top tip, if you can, and you're able to use bumper plates that aren't so bouncy, obviously that's going to help you move a little bit quicker through the workout as opposed to chasing a bar round the floor. Singles for me throughout this, you will go very smooth, very fast, as opposed to touch and go where you're going to have to do maybe sets of 5, then rest for a period. And that period is always longer than we want it to be. Moving on to the snatches. Now this is where I think those that have paced the first part of the workout will come into their own. The snatches, I definitely think you can cycle, and depending on how these loads are for you, maybe sets of 5, maybe if you're feeling fresh, maybe a set, a bigger set. Again, 10, 8, 7 will be a nice rep range, descending rep range if you're going to break it up into 3. If you want to break up to 5s, absolutely fine too. I'm not too sure if single reps will be a good idea on here, and especially if you've only got 43 on the bar, you might be ending up dancing around the floor with your snatches. So I would say touch and go on this. Use your legs where possible. Don't just blow out your lower back. Try and catch in that quarter squat power position as opposed to muscle snatching, because what you're going to do is light your hamstrings up, light your back up, and the big finish is coming up next with our 50 cows on the rower. This is where we sell ourselves, okay? This is where we can now finish off the workout and go for all we've got. My suggestion would be try and keep a steady pace with a little bit left in the tank. There's no point in going, a 9 out of 10 and then tailing off. What you want to try and do is say a steady 8 out of 10 until probably about 40 cows, then start putting the hammer down, because you're only going to have so much of a sprint left come that 50 cows, and what you don't want to do is limp over the line. Let's finish strong. I think this is a really good workout, and as long as we get the first part of that work done efficiently and effectively without blowing up too early, the later part of the workout will come into its own for us. And the people that can do that will be the ones that get the best time and score. I can't wait to take this workout on, and I think this is going to be one that, I say this now, I feel I'm going to enjoy the most out of this year. Let me know what you think, guys, and if this is a workout for you. Hopefully my tips will help you get a great time, and I thank you all for watching. If you have watched this far, I can only thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel out, and I've had a lot of new views over the last 3 videos. So if you have watched my open tips this year, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you've had a great open this year, and I will be doing a recap post-open of things the open has taught me this year and things I'm going to be focusing on to improve scores in the future. Hope this video helps, guys. Have a great weekend, smashing this workout, and I'll catch you all in the next one.